Hey YouTube, yugiohmarketman here, coming to you with another deck profile. Like I said in my 6 Sam video, this is my Dark Worlds. I played with it this weekend, and I was playing it completely wrong. I just took the 3 decks, threw them together, just put stuff together. I didn't even put in staples and stuff, and I didn't play with staples. So I went like 1-2 drop, because I wasn't feeling it this week, this past weekend, so I actually went home and I tested out the deck a lot, just with like the test drawing and stuff, and then I went on Dueling Network a bunch and I tested on there a lot, um, and I think I found out probably one of the better builds that people are really going to think about, that people are actually going to play, and some of my ideas people are probably going to copy, just because they don't want to be killed in the mirror match, but they also want to be very versatile and they want to be like top dog. So um, here is the deck list. I have the main, the extra, and the side just as normal, and I don't have any proxies in the main deck or in the side deck, but in the extra deck I am missing 3 cards. So yeah, here we go. Alright, Triple Grapha, duh. Nasty crap on the card. I don't know what the hell it was. Triple Snow, 2 gold and 1 silver. That's it. You don't need any more than that. I mean, I do like running 3 of each because then I get them like pretty much every opening hand and I just splash them whenever I want to. But 3 is all you need, so that's all that I'm running. Triple Brow, and as you can see, everything's common and everything's from the structure deck because cheap is my middle name. 2 beige. Some people are running 1 or no beiges. I like 2 because this is one of the cards that you can, it's basically like gold and silver, but you can also normal summon it to get your Grapha out, and it's just a really good engine to just, you have a beige Grapha loop. You just go beige, Grapha, ditch, get beige. Now you have an extra monster on the field for free. Then once your Grapha dies, you can return the beige, ditch it, special it, get another Grapha, your second Grapha, then you go summon beige and do some other stuff. It's just too versatile not to run. 1 Cerulli, or celery, like I'm calling it, because originally it wasn't supposed to have the U in there, but they put a U in there, whatever. But Cerulli, the only reason why I'm playing 1 and not 3 or 0, because 3, I don't like 3 at all. I think 3 is garbage. And I personally don't like the card, but I find that 1 is actually really good because you can get your 2 draws off of Brow, you can get your extra effects on Gold and Silver, you can get your extra on Snow and on Grapha, so this really makes all your Dark World secondary effects live, and I like just playing 1 because it'll just get your Grapha and your Gold and your Snow just ridiculously good and ridiculously just make them just broken. So yeah, and then one last monster, Dark Grapher. Now everybody's asking me why I'm playing Dark Grapher, why am I being a nub or a noob or whatever. 1, discard a level 5 or higher dark monster from your hand to special summon it. Silver Gold Grapha. Discard 1 dark monster from your hand to send 1 dark to the grave. Okay. Discard beige, send Grapha, return beige, get Grapha to the field. It's that simple. And it's solid. It's a solid 1700, so you know it works. And if you have a dead Cerulli in your hand, get rid of the Cerulli for the Grapher's effect, and you send your Grapha to the grave, and there you go. Then you can also use Cerulli's effect as well to get your other stuff out of your hand, use their secondary effects, then return them for Grapha. This is a 1-card Grapha. Well, it's more like a 3-card Grapha. But if you play Dark Grapha, dark grapher, and you have a beige or a gold in hand, you get graph on the field. It's that simple. It's not that hard to do, and I seem to do it like every game that I play with dark grapher. And I usually get it first turn, so it's pretty good. Spells, Reborn, Full, double MST, no Heavy Storm because I don't want to get rid of my own field spell. Found that out the hard way. Book of Moon, just it compensates for the Heavy Storm. Draw stuff, you got your Allure. I'm contemplating on taking out Allure even though it is a nice plus and you get to do stuff. I'm just not feeling Allure in here. I like Dark World Dealings a lot better than Allure. Triple Gates, that's a duh. Triple Drag Down to the Grave, that's a duh. And if you guys don't know what these do, just look them up. It's common sense to know what they do since Dark Worlds are big. 2 Lightning and 1 Dealings. I would just stick with just 2 Lightnings and be done with it. But I'm playing 1 Dark World Dealings main decked for the just main reason that if I need to, I can search it with snow and thin my deck some more so I can get to what I need quicker. Basically, running snow and Dark World Dealings is the equivalent of running a duality. So, and you can still special summon, which is good. So that's the good part of this. And then the good part about Dark World Lightning, it's a set card. So spell and trap set or a monster set. So target the monster, blow it up, discard a card, get pluses, and do some shenanigans. Those are the spells. Traps, Solemn, Mirror Force, Torrential, staple stuff, Double Bottomless, Dust Shoot. I'm kind of iffy on the Dust Shoot in this deck, but it works. Double Mind Crush. Half the time I just say standby phase, Mind Crush, Blue Eyes White Dragon, drop a gold or a silver, and be done with it. Because I know that they're more than likely not going to have blue eyes in their hand. But I still get to see their hand to see if they do. And when I do play this and say blue eyes, then I make sure that I'm forcing the random discardation, whatever, of like a gold, silver, beige, grapha, whatever I want. So I force the discard of that card when I play it like that. Otherwise, I play it strategically and I try and discard a known card out of their hand. And then the 1 deck Devi, because plants are brutal and they're all over the place, and there's a lot of little monster decks like Mystic Piper gets screwed over this. So yeah, extra deck. Like I said, there's a few things missing because they're expensive as hell and I don't have the money for them. Playing 1 Mistworm, you can actually play this pretty effectively in this deck. You bounce the stuff and then you get your Graphas and beat face. 2 Stardust. I'm pretty much maining 2 Stardust all the time in my extra deck because 2 Stardust is good. And you can side a Starlight Road if you really want to. This upside down 100 Eyes Dragon is supposed to be a scrap dragon, but I don't have one. I should be getting one soon if I can get the resources to get it, but I'm not sure that'll actually happen. If it doesn't, then I can replace it with a Thought Ruler or something. I don't know, whatever. Colossal, Aquaman, just because Sams are still pretty good, just like in my last video. If you test that deck, it's pretty amazing. And Colossal is just a big BC FU card. Black Rose, Ancient Fairy, you search for your field spell if you don't have a snow. Archfiend, Brio, Gaia, Cataster, 1 Utopia, 1 Leviathan because you can. That's pretty much the only reason, because you can. And then these 2 upside down Landois and Beast. These are actually supposed to be the Exceed and Dreus Keeper of Armageddon, but they're $20, and I'm not paying $20 for an Andreas, and I'm not paying $15 for a Tyrus either. I'll pay 10s on both of them, but I'm not paying 15 and 20. So Realistically, I'd probably play one Andreas and one Tyrus because both their effects are pretty good, but you know, proxies are just fine. Side deck, triple Tengu. I love siding in Tengu, especially in this meta. They're not going to expect Tengu, and this thins out the deck a lot more than you already do, so it's good. Double Chaos Trap Hole, and you're going to notice it's basically all traps except for Tengus. Well, it is all traps except for Tengus. So you got double Chaos Trap Hole, get rid of those fairy stuff and the opposite Dark World stuff, and this is actually really good to get rid of your opponent's Grapha. So they just go, instead of paying the 2,000 for warning, you just go, okay, summon beige, return for Grapha. Chaos Trap Hole, it's removed, screw you. And that way I don't have to waste a monster slot, I can use it as a trap. 2 Lead Imprisoning Mirrors for fairies, and Light Swarms because they screw the hell out of this deck. 2 Royal Decree, screw over my opponent. Like basically the anti-meta, and then the like gadget crap. I just screw over, set a decree, and they're kind of like 3D prisons, bottomless, and a warning are all useless now. I can't do squat but summon and set monsters. What am I gonna do? Scoop. So the decree is definitely good. 2 Imperial Iron Wall. People really think that this is a very stupid choice for a side deck, but if I know my opponent is playing DD Crow and stuff like that, I can side in Imperial Iron Wall, especially if it's anti-meta. I will side this in, and the opponent can't remove. And this is actually really good against Light Sworn, the Twilight. They can't remove for BLS or Chaos Sorcerer. They can't use their Gardenas. They can't, if they already have a BLS on the field, they can't remove it for the effect, or use the effect to remove. They have to attack. And with that, I'm probably going to Mirror Force them or something. So it shuts down a lot of decks, and it shuts down plants too, because they remove quite a bit. Double Compulse. I'm really liking this as a side deck card all around, just because it gets rid of the pesky stuff. And then I'm playing 2 Bribes in the side deck. These aren't sleeved because I don't have any extra black sleeves, but I'm playing 2 Bribes sided. You can play 1 Bribe in a Starlight Road or 2 Starlight Road if you really want to, but I'm playing Bribes because they get around everything. If your opponent tries to Starlight Road you can just Dark Bribe it, and they don't get it, and everything else, like the nuke that would happen, will happen. So it's good. So yeah, that's about it. Check me out on Facebook. Watch the next video that'll be linked here, and my Sam video, which will be linked here. Samurai's great deck still, very good. I feel that they're tier 1. I feel Dark World is tier 1, plants are tier 1, agents are tier 1, and then your random synchro or anti-meta, depending on your meta, would be tier 1 as well. Twilight, maybe. So go look at the Sam list, the Sam deck, and if you like it, it'll probably do you wonders if you play it. Secondly, look for my video for my my custom mat designs. Like I said in the Sam video, I'm charging $5 for a custom design. They are professionally made, Photoshop, always. And like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.